This conference will now be recorded.
So in today's class, we'll be getting the complete introduction to Power BI. So I will be taking 40 hours of classes for Power BI, 40 hours of classes, more than 40 hours of classes for Power BI. So in this 40 hours, so I will surely tell that this 1 hour of class is important. This 1 hour of class is important. Fine. So first I will start with what is Power BI. If you ask a question, what is Power BI? What do you know about Power BI? So if I ask a question, what is Power BI? What do you know about Power BI? Before I start explaining what is Power BI, if I ask a question, what is Power BI? So few people will tell that Power BI is a reporting software. Few people will tell that Power BI is a reporting software or reporting tool. Few other people will tell that Power BI is a data visualization software. Visualization software or tool. Few other people will tell that Power BI is a data analytics tool. Then a data analytics software or tool. Few other set of people will tell that Power BI is a business intelligence software. Business intelligence software. In short, business intelligence, we call it as BI. Some people will call it as BA software or tool. Voice is not clear. It is breaking. Is it true? Someone is telling that my voice is breaking. Wasim is telling that my voice is breaking. Others, someone, Gopi or someone else, please confirm that.
Your voice is clear for me.
Oh,
Your voice is
oh,
clear.
yeah, thank you. So, fine. Might be problem is from your end, Wasim. I think that you send again a message that now voice is clear. If you are facing any issues, please let me know. Some people will call it as a business intelligence software or tool. Whoever is calling it as a reporting software, they are correct. Whoever is calling it as a data visualization software, these people are also correct. Whoever is calling it as a data analytics software, these people are also correct. Whoever is calling this Power BI as a BI software or business intelligence software, these people also correct. When there are 100 softwares in the market, so 100 reporting softwares are there in the market. Take an example, 100 reporting or BA software, business intelligence softwares. When they are in the market, they are categorized into traditional softwares and self-service softwares. Few softwares are traditional softwares. Few softwares are self-service softwares, traditional and self-service softwares. So when there are 100 BA softwares or reporting softwares, when they're in the market, few softwares comes under traditional, few softwares comes under self-service. So I will list some softwares. MSBA. MSBA is a BA software from Microsoft. Then Power BI. Power BI is also a BA software from Microsoft. Tableau is a BA software from Tableau Corporation. So like this, BO, business objects from SAP BO. There is SAP BO. So it is from SAP Corporation, reporting software. OBAWE is a reporting software from Oracle Corporation. Like this, in the market, there are what? Hundreds of reporting softwares. Few will comes under traditional, few will comes under self-service. MSBA is purely a traditional software. MSBA is a traditional software. Power BI is a self-service software. So Tableau is what? It's a self-service software again. Tableau comes under self-service. SAP BO comes under traditional software. OBA comes under traditional software. So all the old softwares which are there in the market before 5 6 years back, all those softwares comes under traditional softwares. MSBA released before 10 years back, it's a traditional software. SAP BO is there in the market from 10 years, more than 10 years. All the softwares, old softwares are traditional softwares. Whatever the softwares that are coming into the market these days, those are self-service softwares, Power BI, Tableau. So when you can call a software as a self-service software is if you are able to complete your work, if we are able to, if we are able to do our work with drag and drop, comma, point and click, point and click. That software comes under self-service softwares. So without writing any code, if you are able to complete some work, that kind of softwares we call it as self-service softwares. To learn the self-service software, to work with the self-service software, the person doesn't need any prior IT skills. If he is from non-IT background, if he doesn't have any IT skills, prior IT skills like programming skills or database skills like SQL, he can even learn the self-service software. He can even work with the self-service softwares. MicroStrategy purely comes under traditional. It's a traditional software. So you can easily work with them. With drag and drop, you can complete the work. Okay. When it comes to traditional softwares, here, if you want to learn the traditional softwares, if you want to work with traditional softwares, the person already need to have some IT skills like minimum programming knowledge, minimum database knowledge, SQL knowledge is mandatory. Otherwise, learning the traditional softwares, doing the work with traditional softwares is difficult. But when it comes to self-service softwares, so we will be doing the work with drag and drop and point and click. We never write any code here. So the person who doesn't have any prior IT knowledge, he can work with these softwares. He can easily work with these softwares. Okay, so Power BI purely comes under a self-service software. We know that when you can call a software as a self-service software is, so by drag and drop, point and click, if you are able to complete your work without doing any coding, if you are able to do the work, that kind of softwares we call it as self-service softwares. Power BI is a self-service software, and the same 100 reporting softwares or BI softwares, again they are categorized into, so advanced version of traditional is self-serviced, advanced version of traditional is self-serviced. Again, this 100 reporting softwares or BI softwares are categorized into on-premise softwares, and cloud-based softwares. Cloud-based softwares. On-premise softwares or cloud-based softwares. So when you can call a software as a cloud-based software, we'll discuss in a couple of minutes. Power BI purely comes under cloud-based software. Power BI will comes where? Power BI comes under cloud-based software. Why we are calling the Power BI as a cloud-based software? We'll discuss in a couple of minutes. By the end of the demo, you'll understand why I am calling the Power BI as a cloud-based software. When you ask me the complete definition, I will write like this. Power BI is a Power BI is a self-serviced, cloud-based reporting software or a data visualization software, reporting software or data visualization software, or a data analytics software, or a business intelligence software. If you ask me the definition, I will tell the definition of Power BI like this. Power BI is a self-serviced, cloud-based reporting software. Some people will stop here itself. Some people will call it as Power BI is a self-serviced, cloud-based business intelligence software. Yes. So Power BI is a self-service, cloud-based data visualization software. So this six, whatever I written here, we call it as characteristics of Power BI. We call it as characteristics of Power BI. We'll discuss about each characteristics. By this time, I hope you people understand why I am calling this Power BI software as a self-service software. Why I am calling this Power BI software as a self-service software is, in Power BI, you can complete your work with drag and drop, point and click. Without any prior IT skills, you can learn this software, you can work with this software. That kind of software will comes under self-serviced. About cloud-based, we'll talk in a couple of minutes. So before that, we'll talk about next characteristics called reporting. Why I am calling this Power BI software as a reporting software? Why we are calling this Power BI software as a reporting software is, next one we are going to discuss. What is reporting? First of all, presenting the data in a structured format. Presenting the data in a structured format, we call it as reporting. So when you are presenting the data in the structured format, see, I'm presenting subcategory wise sales here. Subcategories starting with A and their sales towards subcategories ending with starting with Z, their sales. Wherever you are presenting the data in a structured format, here I will present one more data. I am taking a table visualization. So here, if you see, with the drag and drop, you can do the work. I want to show region wise sales. If you want to show region wise sales here, just you want to drag the region, you want to drag the sales. I want to show region wise, year wise sales. Each region, year, how much sales it is doing. Now you are showing region wise, year wise sales. When you present the data in the structured format, we call it as a report. This one, we call it as a report. So reporting is nothing but when you present the data in a structured format, we call it as report. So with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in a structured format with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in a structured format, if you are able to present the data in a structured format structured format like this, if you are able to present the data in the structured format with the help of some softwares, those softwares we call it as what? Reporting softwares. Those softwares we call it as reporting softwares. We call it as reporting softwares. So with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in the structured format, those softwares we call it as reporting softwares. Power BI is a software where you can present the data in a structured format like this. If you are seeing here, we are presenting the data in a structured format. As you are able to present the data with the help of Power BI in a structured format, we calling Power BI software as a reporting software. So old softwares which are there in the market before 8 years or 9 years back, all the softwares are reporting softwares. Advanced version of reporting, advanced version of reporting is data visualization. Whatever the softwares that are coming into the market these days, those are data visualization software. Advanced version of reporting is what? Data visualization. By this time, you people understand why we are calling this Power BI software as a reporting software. So what is data visualization? Why we are calling this Power BI as a data visualization software? Data visualization definition is presenting the data in the form of graphs, charts, maps, etc. We call it as data visualization. Another definition is graphical representation of data. Graphical representation of data, we call it as data visualization. With the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in a graphical format with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data, if you are able to present the data in a graphical format, we call this softwares as format. When you are able to present the data in a structured format, we call those softwares as, so format, those softwares we call it as reporting softwares. When you are able to present the data in a graphical format, we call those softwares as, we call those softwares as, those softwares we call as data visualization softwares. Fine. So with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in a graphical format is in the form of graphs, charts, maps, we call those softwares as data visualization softwares. Data visualization softwares. If you see, this is Power BI. In the Power BI, same product wise sales. Here you are showing subcategory wise sales. I'm presenting in a structured format. So with the help of Power BI, so we call this software as a reporting software. With the same Power BI, you can present the data in a graphical format like an image. Okay, same subcategory wise sales. Subcategory starting with A towards T. Subcategory starting with T. Each subcategory and what is their sales in a report. Here also, each subcategory what is their sales in the form of what? In the form of a visual. So I said that when you present the data in the graphical format, we call it as visualization. Power BI, you can present the data in the graphical format however you want. So if you want to show region wise sales, you can take a pie chart. So what is the total sales, you can show it here. So when you want to show what is the total sales, you want to drag sales, total sales is 2.3 million. When I want to see each region how much sales is, 2.3 million is for all the regions. I want to see for each region what is the sales. When you want to see each region what is the sales, region and sales, you can show each region what is the sales amount we are doing. So you can go here. So each region, what is the sales? So if you see, West region is doing 0.73 million, East region is doing 0.68 million, Central region is doing 0.5 million, South region is doing 0.39 million. When you sum all the four region sales, it is 2.3 million. So you are presenting the data here in the graphical format. When you present in the pie chart or column chart or line chart, or so if you want to show each state what is the sales, I can take a map visualization and I can show each state what is the sales, state wise sales. You can drag the state column and you can drag the sales column. Each state what is the sales it is doing, you can see. So each state, so when you hover here California, what is the sales, you can format it, you can make it beautiful. So when you present the data in the graphical format, we call it as data visualization. Data visualization is nothing but, so presenting the data in the graphical format, we call it as data visualization. So with the help of some softwares, if you are able to present the data in the graphical format, those softwares we call it as what? Data visualization software. So with the help of Power BI, you can present the data in the graphical format. That is the reason we are calling this Power BI software as a data visualization software. In this data visualization, there are hundreds of data visualization tools in the market, but there is no competitor for Power BI. There is no competitor for Power BI. What is the reason I am telling there is no competitor for Power BI is, so what is the reason I am telling there is no competitor for Power BI in this data visualization area is, in any other data visualization tools, in other data visualization tools, maximum, max you'll have 50 visualizations, max 50 visualizations you have, max 50 visualizations you'll have. But in Power BI, in Power BI, you have 200 visualizations. In Power BI, you have 200 visualizations. There is no data visualization tool in the market where it contains 200 visualizations in it. Okay, so here how many visualizations you are seeing, you are seeing 30 visualizations here. You can bring some more visualizations from marketplace. So around you can present your data in 200 visualizations with the help of Power BI. There is no data visualization tool in the market where we have this many visualizations. So we are telling that advanced version of reporting is data visualization. When you're going for some advanced versions, obviously you need to have some advantages. So what is the advantage you have? So I will go and present both side by side. Same data I'm presenting in the form of report. The same data I presented in the form of a visual. I'm placing both side by side. A report, same data contains, visualization also contains same data. When I share both the report and visualization with you, and when I ask you which subcategory is doing more sales, where you can identify easily. When I ask you which subcategory is doing more sales, reading the values, comparing the values, one value with another value, and identifying which value is a bigger here, it might take some time. It might take some time. But here in the chart, wherever you have a bigger column, so you can easily tell that we have more sales for this so and so. Phones and chairs have more sales. You can easily tell it. So what is the advantage when you present the data in the visualization is end user can understand the data easily. Advantage is easy understanding of data. When you present the data in the form of visual, end user can understand the data easily. When you present the data in the form of visual, when you present the data in the form of visual visual end user can understand. When you present the data in the form of visual, end user can understand the data easily, can easily understand the data, can easily understand the data. So when you present the data in the form of visual, end users can easily understand the data. So these days, what are the softwares that are coming into the market? All the softwares are data visualization softwares. I hope you people understand why we are calling this Power BI software as a data visualization software. What is the next one? Data analytics software. Some people are calling this Power BI as a data analytics software. Why those people are calling this Power BI as a data analytics software? We'll see now. When you can call a software as a data analytics software is, take an example. I have 10 sales transactions. 10 sales transactions. When I have some 10 sales transactions, if I ask you sum of sales, sum of sales amount we received from 10 sales transactions, if I ask you what is the sum of sales or what is the total sales we received, what you can do? Take an example like this. When you go here, just wait. So when you see here, I have only few things here. When I ask you what is the total salary, so you want to sum all this. I have only 15 transactions here, 15 rows. If you want to sum all these rows, you can take a calculator, you can sum what is the amount we are getting. So if you want to get sum on this column, it doesn't take much time. With the help of calculator or with the help of manually, you can sum this and you can show what is the total here. Take an example. I have millions of sales transactions. 1 million sales transactions are there. 1 million sales transactions are there. Sales transactions. Take an Amazon. Per day, how many sales orders will be there for Amazon? It will be in thousands and lakhs. So from 1 million or 1 million sales transactions, if you want to identify what is the total sales, is it possible to manually sum all the sales transactions? It is not possible to manually sum sales transactions. Take an example here. If you see orders table is there. In the orders table, I have a sales column which contains what? Sales transactions. There are a lot of sales transactions, 9,994 sales transactions. When I want to sum all the transactions, so manually summing them or with the help of calculator summing them is very difficult. You need to take help of a software called data analytics software. So if a software is capable enough, if a software is capable enough to analyze huge volumes of data, huge volumes of data, we call those softwares as data analytics software. We call those softwares as data analytics softwares. Analytics softwares. We call those softwares as data analytics software. If a software is capable enough to analyze huge volumes of data, we call those softwares as data analytics softwares. So Power BI is a software where you can load millions of records of data into it and you can analyze it. See here, so I have a sales column here. So that sales column contains, so here when you go, there is a sales column which contains what? 9,994 rows. I want sum of that rows. Simple. Take any visualization here. So drag that numeric column, that is a sales column, drag that. So I drag this sales column. When I drag it, what it is doing is, it is sum. Within seconds, it is giving that sum total sales you got is 2.3 million sales. So Power BI is a software where you can load. Power BI is a software where you can load, where you can load huge volumes of data, and you can perform analysis on top of the data, and you can perform analysis on top of the data, on top of the data. So as you are able to do this, you can call this Power BI software as a data analytics software. So if you are able to analyze huge volumes of data with the help of some softwares, we call that softwares as data analytics softwares. Fine. So by this time, we understand why we are calling this Power BI software as a data analytics software. And the most important one is business intelligence. Why we are calling this software as a business intelligence software is the most important one. Okay, we'll understand it. Just bear with me for a couple of minutes. We will enter into the actual things. Okay, so you need to have idea about this. If I go and talk directly about what is Power BI, what we can do, you don't understand anything. So just bear with me for a couple of minutes. We will enter into the actual things just within a few minutes. So next one is business intelligence. We are calling this Power BI software as a business intelligence software. BI. This BI you have in Power BI. The product name itself, Power BI. So this BI, the product name BI contains, the BI full form is business intelligence. Okay. So when you ask me what is the definition for business intelligence, BI, it's a process. It's a process which converts business data into actionable information. Actionable information. You can also call this actionable information as business data. The process of converting the business data into actionable information, we call it as business intelligence. Now, so when they will hire a Power BI developer, so Power BI developer, Power BI will do business intelligence activities. When a company will hire a Power BI developer, you are learning a Power BI here. When the company will hire a Power BI developer, when the company will hire a Power BI developer is, when there is a company, take the company is Amazon. When there is a company, the company is Amazon. Amazon is running the business. What is the Amazon? They have a lot of business. So one business is they're into e-commerce. E-commerce business. They're into e-commerce business. When they're running the business, obviously what they have? They will have business data. Obviously what they have? When a company is running any business, they will have the business data. So when they have the business data, if they want to create some reports on top of business data, or if they want to analyze, the business data, they will hire a Power BI developer, any BI developer, not only Power BI developer, any BI developer. So currently Power BI is the leader in the BI space. So might be every company will choose the latest technology. Okay. So when there is a company, when they're running some business, they will obviously have some business data. When they want to analyze their business data, when they want to understand their business data, when they want to create some reports on top of business data, they will hire what? They will hire a Power BI developer. They will hire a Power BI developer. They will hire a Power BI developer. Okay. So in the software field, in the IT field, we will store the data in two places. One place we call it as OLTP. Another place we call it as OLTP. OLAP. So in the software field, in the IT field, we will store the data in two places. One place name we call it as OLTP. One place name we call it as OLTP, online transactional processing. Full form for OLTP is online transactional processing. So when there is a company, when they're running the business, obviously they will have the OLTP. So what data OLTP will store is, OLTP will store the business data. We can call it as business data or day-to-day transactions of the business. Day-to-day transactions of the business. So the place where we are storing the day-to-day transactions of the business, or the place where we are storing the business data, IT people are giving a name. We call it as OLTP. Okay. IT people, software people, they're giving one name. So wherever we are storing the business data, wherever we are storing the day-to-day transactions of the business, so the name they are providing for that is OLTP. So take an example. I am running a business. What is my business? Training institute. So I have my analytics benchmark is a company where it is running a business called training business. They will have some business data. What is my business data? Your contact details is my business data. Every business, if they want to operate smoothly, they want to store their business data. Okay. So when there is a demo today, if I am not storing your business data, how can I inform that there is a demo today? Okay. How can I inform there is a demo today? So every business, if they want to operate smoothly, they want to store the business data. So I will store hardly per day how many students will come to my institute. Maximum 10 students they will come to institute. Where I can store the data? Excel file is enough to store 10 transactions. Excel file is enough. So as I am storing my business data in Excel, Excel is the OLTP system for my business. Take there is a bank, HSBC bank. So per day, how many transactions they will have? So or any bank, when you SBI bank, when you go to the ATM, when you withdraw the money, that is a transaction. When you go to the bank, when you deposit the money, that is a transaction. When you log into the internet banking, when you transfer the money, again it is a day-to-day transaction. Bank have millions of records per day transactions. If they want to store their millions of records of business data or day-to-day transactions, obviously they want to go with databases. So most widely used databases are SQL Server and Oracle. Oracle. These are the most widely used databases in the market. These are the most widely used database in the market. Few business people will store their data in SQL Server database. Few business people will store their business data in Oracle. There are hundreds of different databases in the market where they can store the business data. The place where they are storing the day-to-day transactions of the business or business data, we call that place as OLTP. Fine. There is a company, they have some business, they have some business data, they are storing their business data in OLTP. When they have a business data, when they want to perform some analysis on top of business data, when they want to create some reports on top of OLTP data, what they will do? They will hire a Power BI developer. Okay. So Amazon hire a Power BI developer. When they hire a Power BI developer, what they will tell you is, first they will explain what is their business, and then explain, and they will explain what is their business data, and they will clearly explain what reports you want to create, what analysis you want to perform for them, what analysis you want to perform for them. So then first you need to thoroughly understand their OLTP systems. Might be they will be storing in SQL Server, or might be they are storing the data in Oracle, or might be in some other source system. Okay. So might be only one OLTP system they might have. Might be they might be storing their business data in multiple OLTP systems also. So don't bother about it, how many OLTP systems they have. Just thoroughly understand about their business, thoroughly understand about what business data is there in the OLTP, and clearly understand what reports client is expecting to see. Then you, as a Power BI developer, you want to start your work. So any BI developer, first what he need to do is he need to build a OLAP model. So OLTP systems are not recommended for reporting purpose. So you just note this point. I will explain in the coming classes. For 30 to 40 minutes, I want to talk about it. OLTP systems are not recommended for reporting purpose. OLTP systems or not recommended for reporting purpose. Recommended for reporting purpose. As OLTP systems are not recommended for reporting purpose, any BA developer, the first work they want to do is they want to build a OLAP system. They want to build a OLAP system. OLAP stands for online analytical processing. Online analytical processing. So OLAP full form is online analytical processing. So using the OLTP systems, you want to build a OLAP. First thing, when you go as a Power BI developer to a company, they will provide only one OLTP system for you, or they will provide multiple OLTP systems for you. Majority of the cases, so when you go as a Power BI developer, you will be having only one OLTP system. There are some cases where you will be having multiple OLTPs also. So using this OLTPs, what OLTP will contains? OLTP will contains complete business data. As the OLTP systems are not recommended for reporting purpose, I said that you want to build what system? OLAP system. Usually what data OLAP system will contains is OLAP will contains the data that is required for analysis purpose. What data you need for analysis purpose, only that data you need to bring it to the OLAP. Take an example. So OLTP contains employee related information. OLTP contains customer related information. OLTP contains financial related information. So my client is asking to perform analysis on only financial related data. My client is asking to perform analysis on what? Financial related data. From OLTP, what data you want to move to OLAP now? Only financial related data. On top of what data you need to perform analysis? On top of what data you need to create reports? Only that data you need to move to OLAP. How we will move the data from OLTP to OLAP is with the help of ETL softwares. There are some ETL softwares in the market. With the help of ETL softwares, we'll move the data from OLTP systems to OLAP. ETL stands for, full form for ETL is extract, transform, and load. We are going to use SQL Server. Naresh, for this training, we are going to use SQL Server. Extract, transform, and load. ETL stands for extract. See, one minute, guys. I will answer all the questions at the end of the demo. I don't close the demo till I answer all your questions. My sincere request is everyone, please note the questions. I will answer at the end of the demo. So ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. Okay, fine. So in any ETL tool, the major part, extracting the data and loading the data is nothing. In any ETL tool, the major part is transforming the data. So majority of the time, we will be working with transformation of data. What is transform? Transformation is converting the data from one format to another format, we call it as transformation. So what is the need of transforming the data? We will discuss now. Okay, so I will open an image here. Fine, go here. So I will open an image. So when you go as a Power BI developer, clients will give one OLTP or multiple OLTP systems. Take an example. Client given multiple OLTP systems for you. You go as a Power BI developer for Amazon. You go as a Power BI developer for Amazon, and Amazon is storing their data in multiple OLTP systems. All the Indian data they're storing in Oracle database. All the Indian data they're storing in Oracle database. All the US sales transactions they're storing in SQL Server. All the UK sales transactions they're storing in some files. and they're asking to analyze the data all together. They want a report where they want to see what is the total sales they made in all the three countries. What is the total sales they made in all the three countries? And they're asking to create another report. What is the total profits they received? What is the total profits they received? What is the total profits they received? They're asking to create the reports like this. Tell me, when they are doing the sales in India, how the sales transactions will be? What is the currency here? Rupees. In India, the transactions is Indian rupees, INR, Indian rupees. And when they're doing the sales transactions in US, the data will be in the dollars. So the top level management of Amazon. So who are the top level management of Amazon? How they want to see total sales and profits they're getting? They want to see data in dollars. They want to see in the output, in the report, they want to see dollars. But India data, how you have in Indian rupees? If you are, before you want to load the data into the whole app, you need to convert the data from INR to dollars. This INR data, before you load into the data warehouse or whole app, you want to convert into the dollars. So sometimes the data in the source system will be in one format. In the OLTP, the data will be in one format, and in the report the client might be expecting to see the data in another format. When the client is expecting to see the data in another format in the report, where you want to transform the data is, so before you load the data here, you want to extract the data, you want to go to all the OLTP systems, you want to go to all the OLTP systems, and what data you need for analysis purpose, you want to extract the data. Once after extracting the data, I said that any ETL tool, major part is transforming the data. Converting the data from one format to another format, we call it as transformation. Sometimes the data in the source system will be in one format, report they might be expecting to see the data in another format. Once you convert the data into that format, then you want to load the data. Loading the data and extracting the data is nothing. Transformation is major part. Okay. So with the help of ETL tools, we will move the data from OLTP to OLAP. So sometimes the data in the OLTP systems will be in one format, and reports client will be expecting to see in another format. That time you want to transform the data before you load the data to the OLAP. Here we will transform the data. Once after extracting the data from multiple OLTP systems, we will transform them and we will load them into the OLAP. Now OLAP system contains complete data that is required for analysis purpose. On top of the OLAP system, we will do the reporting. We'll do the reporting, or we'll create the visualizations. We'll do the reporting or visualizations. Reporting is nothing but, so you might be creating the reports here or visuals. So on top of which data you will be creating the reports and visuals? On top of OLAP data, we are going to create the reports and visuals. The reason is OLTPs are not supported for reporting purpose. I will clearly explain why you are not supposed to do the directly reporting on top of OLTP. Why you want to create a separate system called OLAP. We'll be discussing in the coming class. Okay. For now, you need to believe me that as OLTP systems are not recommended for the reporting purpose, you need to build a separate system called OLAP. How can you move the data from OLTP to OLAP is with the help of ETL softwares you want to move it. Once you have the data in the OLAP, whatever you need for analysis, you need to start creating the reports and visualizations on top of it. Once you create the reports and visualizations, the last work we are going to do is we are going to share them with the end users. Sharing with end users. Why we created these reports? So to share with the end users, clients, we are creating these reports and visualizations. This complete process, we call it as BA process. Now you want to create what analysis client is asking to perform. You want to create total sales is 2.3 million. I want to see each category how much sales we got. Each category. There are multiple categories. So furniture category, office supplies category, technology category. I want to see each category how much sales we are getting. Then you can go and take a pie chart and you can show each category how much sales we are getting. Drag the category column, drag the sales column, drag the sales column. It will give each category wise sales. Go to the page one, select this visualization, copy the format painter, paste it here. So each category wise what is the sales we are showing here, and again my client is asking to show each region wise what is the sales, or each subcategory wise what is the sales. Take another visualization, present each subcategory wise what is the sales we have, each subcategory wise what is the sales. Drag the subcategory column, drag the sales column like this. So you can create the visualizations by drag and drop. You don't want to write anything here, by simply drag and drop you can create the visualization. My client is asking, so there is a quantity column, show me how much quantity we sold. There is a quantity column, show me what is the total quantity we sold. So you can create a visualization here and you can present that what is the total quantity we are selling. You can take it wherever you want. I want it in the starting, so I want to show here what is the quantity we sold in this visualization. How to show quantity we sold is drag the quantity column so that you can say what is the quantity. When I 38k is the total quantity we sold. When I sold 38k quantity, we got a sales amount of 2.3 million. When I have a sales amount of 2.3 million, I want to see what is the profits I received. What is the profits I received? So here there is a profit column where we are capturing for each transactions what profit we received. So you, if you want to see what is the total profit, you want to drag the profit and you can show what is the total profit we received. Fine. When we sell 38k quantity, we received a sales amount of 2.3 million. When that is the sales, the profit amount is 28 286k. So each category how much sales, each subcategory how much sales, whatever the reports client is asking to create, whatever the analysis client is asking to create, we'll create the reports and visualizations for the client. So whatever the data I am showing in the reports, whatever the data I am showing in the visualizations, so we call them as actionable information. Why we are calling them as actionable information is, so when the client is seeing a bigger profit figure here, now you are seeing a bigger profit figure here. When you are seeing a bigger profit figure here, you can go and invest the money in other business. First of all, you need to know how much profits we received. So if you know that if you are getting good profits, so by seeing this, if you think that this is a bigger figure, you can go and invest your money in other business. That means what? You are taking some action here. So when you see here, this phone subcategory is doing more sales. So these phones you can order them in bigger quantity. As we have more sales for phone for the coming year, you can order or you can manufacture more quantity of phones. So like this, by seeing the data in the visualizations, end users, so what we will do is once we create the reports and visualizations, we will share them with the end users. End users will see the data in the visualizations and they will take some actions. Take an example here. What do you have? Region wise sales. If you see here, west region is doing more sales, they will go and expand their business in west region. They will open more stores in the west region. South region is having less sales, they will go and investigate why we have less sales in south regions. What clients are doing now, what end users are doing now, end users are taking some actions on. By seeing the data in the visualizations, end users are taking some actions. If you see here, California, this is California where we have more sales. There are some states where we have less sales. Wherever you are seeing small bubble, we have less sales there. Wherever we are seeing bigger bubble, we have more sales there. By seeing the data, business will take some actions. Okay, so for now you need to understand that whatever the data we are showing in the visualizations or reports, we call that as actionable information. In this complete BI process, what we are doing is, so what is the definition I written for BI? So business intelligence, it's a process. This complete process, we call it as business intelligence process. In this process, what we are doing, we are converting the business data into actionable information. Where do we have business data? Business data we have in the OLTP systems. Business data will be there in the OLTP systems. Where do we have actionable information? In the reports. What data we are going to show? That we call it as actionable information. Actionable information. So the data that is there in the reports, we call it as actionable information. In this complete BI process, we are going to convert this business data into actionable information. So definition point of view, BI, it's a process. This complete process, we call it as BI. In this process, what we are doing is we are converting the business data into actionable information. The another name of data which you are showing in the visualizations and reports is business insights. Some people will call it as business insights. Some people will call it as actionable information. So, and BA process involved these steps. In BA process, we'll have OLTP systems, we'll have ETL, so we'll have OLAP systems, and we'll do the reporting on top of OLAP, and we will share the reports with the end users. The complete BA process involves these steps. Okay, so we are calling this Power BI software as a end-to-end. It's a business intelligence software. So that means if you are able to do all these activities with the help of Power BI, then only you need to call this software as a business intelligence software. Yes, Power BI is a software where it can do end-to-end business intelligence activities. So Power BI is a software where it can do end-to-end business intelligence activities, end-to-end BI activities. BI activities. BI stands for business intelligence activities. What are the BI activities means? These are the BI activities. All these activities can be performed by Power BI. So previously, to perform ETL activities, we need a separate softwares. To create a OLAP cube, you need separate softwares. To do the reporting, you need separate softwares. To share the reports, you need separate softwares. But with the help of Power BI, one software can do all this. How it can do, we'll discuss now. So till now, what we discussed is what a Power BI can do, we discussed. Now, how a Power BI can do all this, we'll discuss now. How a Power BI can do all this, we'll discuss now. So first, whose product is Power BI? Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft product, right? Microsoft. Power BI is a Microsoft product. Power BI is not the name of a single software. Power BI is the name of group of softwares. We have MS Office. MS Office is not the name of a single software. MS Office is the name for collection of softwares. What are the different softwares we have in MS Office? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, or some more softwares are there. The same way, Power BI also contains multiple softwares. Power BI softwares. So with the help of these multiple softwares, what we are going to do is we are going to perform BA activities. So with the help of Power BI softwares, we are going to perform business intelligence activities. What are the business intelligence activities means? These are the business intelligence activities. So when you go as a Power BI developer, what clients will provide you is clients will provide you OLTP. So where they are storing the business data. First thing what you need to do is you need to create a OLAP. So how you can move the data from OLTP to OLAP is with the help of ETL tools. And once you are done with creating a OLAP, you need to start doing the reporting. Once you are done with creating the reports and visuals, you need to share them with the end users. These are the different BA activities a BA developer can perform. Any BA developer can perform only these activities. Okay. Now we will see how we can do all these activities with the help of Power BI softwares. We are telling that Power BI contains multiple softwares. With the help of multiple softwares, you are going to perform these BA activities. What are the multiple softwares we have? I will list here. What are the multiple softwares we have is, first software we have is Power BI desktop. When you go as a Power BI developer, this is the place where we will work 80% of the time. It is a development software where we will work 80% of the time. Power BI desktop is a development software where we will work 80% of the time. Development software. And there are another software called Power BI service. Power BI service. There is another software called Power BI report server. Report server. There is another software called Power BI mobile. These are the different softwares we have. Power BI mobile. These are the different softwares we have in Power BI. 4 different softwares we have in Power BI. And internally in Power BI desktop, we have again 3 more softwares. Power BI desktop internally, it contains 3 more softwares. So here, if you see internally in Power BI desktop, this is the Power BI desktop software. Internally, how many softwares you have? Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View. These 3 softwares are linked with each other. These three softwares are linked with each other. Internally in Power BI Desktop, what are the three different softwares we have? Power Query. First one you have is Power Query. Second software we have here is Power Pivot. Power Pivot. Third software we have is Power View. Power View. These are the three different softwares internally that is there in the Power BI Desktop software, and these are linked with each other internally. These three softwares are linked with each other internally. Fine. So you need to keep in mind these are the different softwares we have in Power BI, and with the help of these softwares we're going to perform BA activities. BA activities are nothing but these activities. Fine. First, when you go as a Power BI developer, your clients will provide you the OLTP. So clients will provide you OLTPs like this. So might be they will be storing the business data in only one OLTP system. Majority of the cases, your source 50 to 60% of the projects you'll have only one source system, OLTP. In few projects, they will be storing the data in multiple OLTP systems also. First thing what you need to do, so as it is not recommended to do the reporting directly on top of OLTP system, first what you need to create, you need to create what? OLAP system. The place where we will create the OLAP is Power Pivot. Power Pivot is the place where we will create the OLAP model. OLAP we will be creating in the Power Pivot. So Power Pivot is a in-memory component. So Power Pivot is a in-memory component where we will create the OLAP, where we create the OLAP model in a more detailed way. Coming classes. So this is very powerful product in Power BI. It's an in-memory component where we will create a OLAP model. Fine. From OLTPs to OLAP, you are telling that you are going to create the OLAP model in Power Pivot. How you can move the data? To move the data from OLTP to OLAP, what you need? You need ETL software, right? The ETL software in Power BI is Power Query. The ETL software in Power BI is Power Query. ETL software in Power BI is Power Query. ETL software. So from sources, they will be providing the OLTP systems for us. With the help of Power Query, we'll move the data from OLTP to Power Pivot. So OLTP will contains complete business data. Power Pivot in the OLAP, what data we'll have? We'll have the data that is required for analysis purpose. Analysis purpose. So here this Power Pivot is the important part for a Power BI developer. The most important part for a Power BI developer is this Power Pivot. So this is the place where you'll get DAX, all these things. What is DAX? Why we need to use DAX? We'll see. DAX language. So it is very important as a Power BI developer. Power Pivot is important. So in the first class, I will discuss. For now, you need to understand that this is the place where we will build a OLAP model. Once you are done with creating the OLAP model, what is the next one? You need to start creating the reports. You need to start creating the reports and visualizations. Where we will create the reports and visualizations is Power View. Power View is the place where we will create reports and visualizations. So visualizations. Once you create the reports and visualizations in the Power View, what is the next step? Sharing them with the end users. So to share the reports with the end users, we use Power BI service. Some people will use Power BI service. Power BI service is used for sharing the reports with the end user. Sharing the reports with end users. So Power BI report server is also used for sharing the reports with end user. The purpose of both the softwares are 100% same. So when the 100 clients are using, when the 100 clients are using Power BI, when the 100 clients are using Power BI, greater than 95% of the clients, greater than 95% of the clients, 95% they will use Power BI service for sharing the reports. Only less than 5% of the clients, 5% of the clients, they will use Power BI report server. No client will use both of them. So then you might ask me, in one product, in one Power BI product, why we have two different softwares to do the same work, right? Redundant software, right? So what is the difference is, one is a Azure cloud-based server, cloud-based server. One is a Azure cloud-based server, which is used for sharing the reports with the end users. We are creating the reports in Power BI desktop. That reports to share with the end user, we are using Power BI service. One is a Azure cloud-based server, which is used for sharing the reports with the end user. Greater than 95% of the clients, they're using it. Another one is a on-premise server. On-premise server, which is used for sharing the reports with the end users, which is used for sharing the reports with the end users. What is the difference between these two? One is a cloud-based server, another one is a on-premise server. On-premise server. What is the difference? We will understand. Fine. Once you see, I will open one more image here. I will open one more image. So when you go as a Power BI developer, they will give the OLTP systems. Data sources are nothing but, in Power BI terminology, we call it as data sources. In BI terminology, we call them as OLTP. Clients will provide you the OLTPs. So in the Power BI desktop, we will create the report. In Power BI desktop, we will create the report. And to share that report, either you want to publish it to Power BI service, either you want to publish it to Power BI report server. So no client will use both of them. Either a client will use Power BI service, either a client will use Power BI report server. Greater than 95% of clients, they're using Power BI service for sharing the reports. Only less than 5% of the clients, they're using Power BI report server for sharing the reports. Once you share the reports here, end users can view the reports in the mobile apps. Mobile app, the purpose of mobile app is viewing the reports. The purpose of mobile app is viewing the reports in the mobiles. If you want to view the reports, viewing the reports in in mobile, in mobile phones or tabs, you want to install a Power BI mobile app. So Power BI mobile app we have for Windows, Android, and iOS. For operating systems, we have mobile apps. You can download the mobile app, you can install in your mobile, and we can view the reports in the mobile itself. Who will view the reports in the mobiles? End users. End users, they can view the reports. One way to view the reports is mobile apps. So take an example, Gmail. How you are checking the mails before 8 years, 9 years back, or 5 years back. If you want to check a mail, you will open any web browser like Google Chrome or Firefox. You will log into Gmail, you will see it. These days, how we are checking the mail? Just in the mobile, we are installing the Gmail app, and we are seeing the Gmails, we are checking the emails in mobile apps. The same way, whatever the reports we share from Power BI service or report server, end users can view them in mobile apps. End users can view them in mobile apps. Another way where they can view them is web browsers. Web browsers. So if you want to see them in the laptops and desktops, you want to see them in a web browser. If you want to see them in the mobile phones, you want to see them using Power BI mobile app. Power BI mobile app. Okay, fine. So now we will discuss about what is the difference between an on-premise server and what is the difference between a cloud-based server. What is the difference between on-premise server and what is the difference between a cloud-based server? We'll understand. So before some 8 years, 9 years back, we don't have the concept of cloud. These days, you people are hearing about cloud. Okay, what are the different cloud service providers we have? What are the different cloud service provider we have is AWS from Amazon Corporation, and Azure from which company? Microsoft Azure. These are the two cloud service providers we have. Most widely used cloud service providers. There are hundreds of cloud service providers. These are the two cloud service providers. Now you people want to tell me what company people are going to take from these people. Okay, what company people are going to take from these people? So there is Swiggy. What we are going to do in Swiggy? We are going to order the food. They will deliver the food to home. So there is Amazon retail business, e-commerce business. We will place an order in the website. They will deliver the product to the home. Fine. We have cloud service providers like AWS and Azure. What company people are going to take? What they will take is, previously when I want to start a business, so when I want to start a business, I will have some business data. I will get some business data. If I want to store this business data, if my business data is more, I want to buy a database first. So take an example, I am starting a big business where I will have thousands of business data per day. So when I want to store thousands of records, I want to buy a database. First, I will go to the database vendor like Microsoft or Oracle. I'll go to them and I will buy the database. To buy the database, you need to spend lakhs of money, lakhs of rupees you need to spend. So, and once you buy the database, to install this database, you want to buy the server. You need to buy the server. You want to buy the server. To buy the server again, you need to spend lakhs and crores of rupees. Lakhs and crores, crores of rupees. You want to spend lakhs and crores of rupees. Fine. So why? Because how much data you want to store? How many users want to access your server? Based on that, you want to have your system configuration. So take an example. So SBI internet banking is there. They will store all the transaction data in their system. So how many people will access the server? Thousands of people will log in. Thousands of people will try to transfer the money. When they want to, thousands of people, when they want to access the data at a time, we need to have a lot of RAM for the servers. We need to have a lot of hard disk for the servers. So to buy that kind of servers, you need to spend lakhs and crores of money. Okay. So, and you buy the database, you bought the server. To install this database in these servers, you need a skilled person. We call them as DBAs or admins. You need to hire the admins. You need to hire the admins. So you need to hire the admins. This admin person will bring this database and he will install in the server to make this server up and running 24 by 7. You want to make the servers up and running for 24 by 7, right? If you want to make the servers up and running for 24 by 7, you need to hire multiple admins who want to work on rotational basis. There are a lot of operational cost involved in this. All this process we call it as on-premise process. All this process we call it as on-premise process. So previously, when there is no cloud service providers, we used to go in this process. There is a lot of operational cost involved those days. These days, when you want to store some business data, you don't want to do all these things. Just go to the cloud service providers and let them know what softwares you want, how much data you want to store, how many users want to access. This cloud service providers will provide softwares and servers on rent. Softwares and servers on rent. You don't want to pay them at a time. Every month you can pay them. What softwares you are using, what servers are using, how much space you are using, you can pay them monthly. You can pay them monthly. So this is what here Power BI service is a server which is providing by Microsoft people. How many reports you want to move from Power BI desktop to Power BI service? If you can let them know how many user want to access them, based on that they will charge you monthly. They will charge you monthly. Other way is on-premise process. You can buy a Power BI report server software. You can buy one server. You can keep that server in your home, in your office, and you can install this software in your own servers. To install this software in your own servers, you need to hire the admins. They will take care about it. So if you are able to complete a project here with 30 lakhs, 30 lakhs, so here in the Power BI report server, you want to spend 1 crore rupee. 1 crore rupee. There is lot of operational cost involved when you go with Power BI report server. When you go with Power BI service, everything will be taken care by Microsoft. You just want to pay them monthly. So very less operational cost involved. Okay. Majority of the clients, they're using Power BI service for sharing the reports. Now my question is, why this 5% of clients, they're spending 70 more lakhs to do the same work? You are able to do the work here with 30 lakhs itself. Why they are going with a on-premise server where they are spending more money? So some people, they don't like to place their data in third-party servers. If they have the secure data, they don't place them in the third-party servers. Okay, like this, these are the different products we have in Power BI. We'll discuss a lot of things. So as this is the introduction, we discussed about what is BI process involved. These are the different activities. how we can do all those activities with the help of Power BI softwares we discussed here. And so every class what you are going to get is you are going to get 10 pages Word document which contains complete description about that class. Today, whatever topics I have discussed, about all the topics in this 10 pages Word document, you'll get everything. Okay. So starting from the definition, what is Power BI? What are the different BI tools we have in the market? What is business intelligence? What is the BI flow? When we can call the software as a traditional software? When we can call a software as a self-service software? So when we can call a software as a self-service software, cloud-based software, when we can call the software as a cloud-based software is, so here Power BI, why we are calling this Power BI as a cloud-based software is, we are publishing our report from Power BI desktop to a cloud-based server, and we are sharing here with the end users. We are sharing reports from here to the end users. Through cloud-based server, you are doing the work. As you are doing the work through the cloud-based server, we are calling this Power BI software as a cloud-based software. Why we are not calling on-premise software is, on-premise is the older one. Advanced version of on-premise is cloud-based. If a software is supporting cloud, obviously it will support on-premise. You don't want to specifically mention that on-premise. If a software is supporting cloud, obviously it will support on-premise. Advanced version of on-premise is cloud. Okay. Power BI is a cloud-based software. When you can call a software as a cloud-based software, when you can call a software as a on-premise software, what are the different Power BI tools we have? We listed here. What we are going to do in each software, Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop internal again contains what? 3 different softwares. How I am showing here, it contains 3 softwares. Each software is linked with each other. So what we are going to do with Power Query? So we listed here. Then what we are going to do with Power Pivot? In Power Query, we'll do the ETL activities. In Power Pivot, we'll create a OLAP model. Using Power View, we'll create the reports and visualizations. And lastly, ETL, OLAP, creating the reports and visualizations. Lastly, you want to publish them. Either a client can publish their report to Power BI service or Power BI report server, and we will share them here. Once you share them here, end users can view them in the Power BI mobile apps. If they want to view the reports in the mobile, they want to use Power BI mobile. If they want to view the reports in web browsers, so if they want to view the reports in laptops and desktops, they want to use web browsers. Then what is Power BI service? What is Power BI report server? What is Power BI mobile? What is the Power BI architecture? What is the flow of work in Power BI? So like this, every class, whatever I am going to discuss, you'll be getting 10 pages Word document. Each class approximately you'll get 10 pages Word document. Okay.